Alrighty, y'all, welcome to Ellis Mowers. This is going to be a real-time update, checking in with y'all on a Friday. Hope everybody is doing well out there. Right in the middle of mowing season, of course, right in the middle of the whole big deal going on around the world right now as well. Sales are still going well. So well, in fact, that I do not have anything for sale right now. I have been totally cleaned out of everything that I had fixed. Get like one or two mowers ready. I have push mowers. We're going to get to those in just a second. If you saw my Instagram, you know why I got them out. You know how much I paid for them. I'm down to five of the original 11 push mowers that I got for $75 a while back. I might try and knock out one or two of these today. I am up to 1,330 subscribers, which is almost a gain of 30 over the past week since I was on Mick's Mowers Live last Saturday. Mick, I'm coming back. I need to catch up on some stuff around here, though. Hopefully I can get a few of these out here pretty soon. Really enjoyed it, though, coming back. Still currently working on the lows. I got it moving. It's running. It's moving. It was cutting, but I have a bad deck spindle. I'll show you. I have this MTD yard machine. It's basically the exact same lawnmower, except for the fact that it's an MTD instead of a Lowe's brand, and it's a couple years newer. It's just missing more parts than I care for it to have. Been missing to get it back running, like it didn't have a hood and whatnot on it. So I've been taking all the good parts off of this mower and putting it on this mower to make two good ones out of one. Still, I think I am going to have to order brand new drive belts. I put the rear drive belt off of this one here because the one that was on here was so stretched out it would actually lock the variable speed pulley up here up onto the transaxle pulley. So I'm going to put the front drive belt on off of this one to see if I have any better range of motion, because all it's basically doing is going one speed. It won't go into like 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, I think, because it's the belt's a little too far stretched out on it. But everything on it works apart from that. Runs pretty good, all things considering, as well. Just need some run time and whatnot, and I might have to do a little bit of carb work to it. We'll find out what I need to do to it as time goes on. I've got, probably 17 or 18 riding mowers now. Probably 3 or 4 of them are parts mowers. The rest of them I'm going to try and get running. Maybe 4 or 5 of them are parts mowers. Again, here's that other MTD. And of course, that's my push mower situation. I've got that 4-horse pressure washer right there. I'll see if it's good. If not, I'll slap that motor onto a push mower frame. We'll get to the Murrays in just a second. I'll show you these decks first off real quick. Here's what I got in the backyard. Plugging away at what I got. Is this the good deck? Yeah, this is the good deck. The blades and stuff are good on it. Just going to slap the deck on and make sure that, everything works on it. And then here's the deck belt. Deck belt's a little cracked on this. I just want to make sure that it runs and cuts good before I start putting things like belts and whatnot on it. But I think this is the bad one. Yeah, look how bad that spindle is right there. Look how worn out it is. This one's good. It's got a lot less play in it, but still got a lot of decks around here. It's pretty much just throwing them on tractors and getting it running. I want to, within the next few days, maybe after I get that Lowe's running like I want it to, and then I'm going to tackle this gray Craftsman, because I have the coil and I have a fuel pump and such to go with it too. So I've got those items ready to rock and roll to pop on there, do like a full-on rebuild of the carburetor, because I'm pretty sure that's what this needs with the opposed twin. Got some front tires for it. The back tires are holding air pretty well, I believe. And that right rear is a little down. I ordered something like $140 worth of tire tubes here over the past few days, or this morning actually. So they'll be coming probably within the week. But let me get to the big deal here. It is a family affair, so to speak. They allowed, I had a family member that her husband had died a couple of years ago. My great aunt, my great uncle. They like to keep, or he liked to keep basically everything. And so he amassed these 3 riding mowers and also this old Troy-built push mower. I've actually cut with this before because I cut their yard a while back, or I used to go by and cut their bank. They have a pretty steep bank and they were getting older, and so I just went by and did that. She's got some other relatives that go up there and cut the grass now, but she said come get them, so I went and got them, which was a little challenging. If you saw my pictures on Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I'm at Ellis Mowers 09. You saw that I had to get a little creative. I have my little 5x8 trailer here, and what I can do, I can throw 2 riding mowers on this little 5x8 if you put them both sideways. Actually, I was able to put one of them sideways and one of them forward facing, so that was a bonus. I didn't have to put them both sideways. Let's go on the rundown of this. I'll save this one for last because it's got a little special surprise. I'll do this one first. This one right here was an absolute pain to get on the trailer because it's got all 4 of the tires are flat and off the rim, and so there was no way of pumping them up and all that good stuff. They've all been sheltered for the most part over the years, and they're all in decent shape. This one's got the 12-horse Briggs. She said it was blown up, but it's got compression. So I think that the blade lock was on it and it wasn't able to turn the engine for whatever reason. So I might have a seized pulley on the drive side of it or something along those lines. I'm not sure, but I mean, I did check the oil in this, I think. Yeah, it's full of oil. It's got compression on it. It's missing the starter. And it is also missing, for some reason, it's also missing the ignition switch. Or, no, it's missing the ignition switch. I can't figure out where the switch is. Is it like totally missing? Or do they turn this into a push start? I'm not sure actually. Where's the ignition switch wiring on this thing? Oh, there it is. There's the switch. It was hiding. That's just a little 5-post switch. That's easy. I can rob it off of another mower or something out there, see what we got. I think this mower will run, I'm pretty sure. I just got to throw a starter on it and throw a battery in it and see what I've got. I don't know if the deck spindles are good on it still. They probably will be after I work on it a little bit. This will probably be the last of the 3 that I try and get running. As you notice, they're all Murrays, so the old style Murrays too. I love these things. This is a wide body. It's got the overhead valve IC engine on it. It's missing the top cover, which makes me think it's one of them 16.5 horse professional series Briggs engines. I've got an engine cover I can put on it though. It'd be like a 14.5, but still. Or I just leave it like it is. Call it a Black Beauty or something, you know. This one appears to be complete. Gotta put the park brake down. I think it's got compression. Yeah. Oh yeah. A little part of the muffler's rusted right there, the downpipe. This doesn't seem like it's got a ton of oil in it unless it's really clean. And it doesn't smell like gas. This is a 42-inch cut, so I got a 38, I got a 40, and a 42. So I think this one won't need too much going on to make it run. It's got a different type starter solenoid in it. It's got like a car type, but I'm guessing that it was running at some point, right? So of course we got all the safety switches and stuff right here too. This is an old school, I'll get to that Murray last. This is an old school Troy build. It's got the little chain driven deal on the front for the self-propel. This lawnmower was working, so I hope this one will run. If I put some gas and stuff in it, we'll tackle it and see what we got going on. I won't get a lot of money for this, but I just need to get it running, maybe get it sold. And then last but not least, we have the Murray. I don't know what it is about these type Murrays, but I just love the hoods on them. Probably one of them love or hate relationships. But I love the hood on this. All the tires are holding air. They all have the shift on the go transmissions. That one has the little 5-speed on the front there, 5 on the floor, 6 on the column. I don't know what you want to call it. It's got the key on it, and it has a 14 horsepower. Wait for it. This is the first one I've ever had. Vanguard Briggs. How about that? I love these. Vanguards, I think, are very highly sought after in the Briggs community, so I was really happy to see that this had a Vanguard Briggs engine on it. It's got the oil filter and everything on it. It's just really, really cool. This will probably be my next one that I try and get running here after I finish up with that Lowe's in there. I'm getting pretty close on that Lowe's. I just need to pop the deck on it and maybe pop a couple of belts on it, and I think that thing will be ready to rock and roll. But I like the way that these Murrays look. I don't like the way that I gotta service them. Goodness gracious. So everything's decent on it. Of course, these are special type air filters and whatnot. They probably cost an arm and a leg. I'll make sure that it's clean and good before I send it on down the line. It's got good oil. It's even got clean oil in it still, relatively. So really cool, really, really cool. Again, I don't have a dime in it. She lives about a half hour away. Went and got them on the trailer, got them off the trailer. Now I'm ready to work on them. So looking forward to working on them, see if I can get them out of here. Vanguard engine's really cool though. It's the first one I've ever had. I'm kind of excited to see if I can get it going. I don't think you can kill one of them Vanguards. So good tires, all that good stuff. Decent seats. Of course, all these are basically, except for this one over the past couple years, basically have been stored in a shed inside. So let's see, I've shown you the garage. Let me show you inside here real quick. Nothing really much going on in here. I did get one trade-in. I do want to get this engine off of this rusted out mower at some point. I did get one trade-in though, and it's Mick Mower's favorite engine. I tried to do an engine swap on a Troy built. You'll see all these videos in due time on the channel. I know I'm really ahead on scheduling my videos. The reason being, and basically the sole reason being, is number one, not to inundate y'all with content and then all of a sudden run dry for 5 or 6 months. But yeah, number two also is so that I can give y'all a consistent Wednesday, Sunday schedule at 8 p.m. Eastern. So, story behind this one. I've got another story too, if I've got time on the video. Troy built self-propelled push mower with the bag I had listed. He said, I'd like to trade this He's like, key start, self-propel, won't start. I'm like, this should be easy. First off, I was thinking it was one of them nice black Craftsman's, newer. And then he rolls up with this, and I'd already agreed to a certain amount taking trade off. And I was like, oh heck, because this thing right here is probably, usually I give $20 off of a mower if they bring it on trade. I told them 40, and I didn't even see it, so I kind of made a little mistake here. It's a 4-horse Tecumseh. It's missing the air filter. I don't even know what the blade looks like on this thing, but it looks like it's been, blade's actually okay. Looks like it's been running without the air filter for a while, so this one might be down for the count. But I'm gonna try another spark plug on it and see if it works. I don't like when they come in without air filters on them. This one right here was run without an air filter for I don't know how long. Motor's shot in it. It's got so much blow by it's just puking oil out. Oil looks relatively clean. The thing might just need a spark plug. I got a Tecumseh carburetor. It's pretty automatic that I put a brand new carburetor on a Tecumseh. I've been bitten in the butt way too many times by Tecumseh carburetors, thinking that I've got them fixed and whatnot. They're just so unreliable. That's what got me into the Chinese deal with carburetors. So I think that's about it, guys. I'll share one more story with you. One thing that you did not see back in the back in here was that electric mower weed eater combo, that snapper 58 volt. I sold that, and I sold the little blower that was missing half of the tube, some weed eater parts for those weed eaters I couldn't get going. They had been run too lean for too long. Black Crafts, I didn't do a video on a Black Craftsman Easy Walk. All it needed was a little bit of cable work and stuff that y'all have already seen multiple times on my channel. I just wanted to crank it out and get it out. Trying to figure out what else I've sold. I don't think much of anything else. I did have to put a drive pulley on a mower that I sold a couple months ago. It actually rusted out on them. Took it off of that Red Wizard mower. So I had that going. Real quick, the story, I did sell that Lawn Boy rear-wheel drive self-propel. I think I still had it on my Tuesday video, or I might have just sold it. The woman actually came back because she couldn't get it started. She just was not strong enough to start it. I put a little bit of more of a heavy-duty blade on it. And so she, in turn, actually got the Mower Weed Eater 58 volt snapper and loves it. She messaged me back that night and she's like, I love it. Cut the front yard with it. It was great. So, and it all worked out. I resold the Lawn Boy. I had no issues with it. Just have to pull it a little bit harder than the average one to start it, just because of that heavier duty blade I put on it. But yeah, that's an update. Kind of running out of time here on this video, but I wanted to check in with y'all on a Friday just to show y'all my new acquisitions here with the 3 Murray riders. And it's kind of nice and relaxing to not have anything for sale, not have to worry about looking on, or responding to marketplace messages and stuff. I can take a little bit of time to relax and whatnot, which I kind of have done today. But I'm going to get back on it here this afternoon and this weekend. Had a lot of time this week because we're doing the whole 1 week on, 1 week off schedule due to the whole big deal going on in the world now that everybody knows about. And so just been enjoying time, keeping the yard up, keeping the house up, and trying to crank out some mowers. It's going to be riding mower time here for a little while in the Ellis Mowers garage. So if y'all want to see content like this, you can catch me on Instagram and Facebook at Ellis Mowers 09. And over the course of time, you're going to see some more videos coming out on these riders. And I'll catch y'all on the channel, catch y'all on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.